Hi, my name is Tina King. My relationship with Foyle Hospice began at the beginning of April 2025. It was the GP told us we had to go down this route because of Daddy's health was so bad. We were in and out of hospital about 2 to 3 weeks, and it was going through the A&E every time, 2 or 3 days sitting in A&E, and he just wasn't fit for it anymore. And he says to us, no, the hospice would be a good point to go to. And Pamela was out within an hour of being referred. And she says, right, Tina, she phoned the hospice, says, we're sending an ambulance tomorrow morning. Your daddy's coming on for a wee while. Get him over the Easter break and see what we can do. To us, that was like out of this world. It was like home. And it just had everybody there that really, really cared, which meant everything. Unfortunately, when Daddy took really sick, eating was just, he had to do it to take medication. It was a chore. He hated it. He hated eating. But after about 2 or 3 days on here, it was like, when's my lunch? When's my dinner? He enjoyed eating. Them last 7 weeks, seeing my daddy wanting to eat was probably the biggest thing for us, because he didn't eat at home. It was just, I'll take a few spoonfuls to get my tablets into me. Them last 7 weeks of couldn't wait to see who's coming through that door for his dinner was something else. It really was. And it was strange, but it meant a wild lot. Seeing Daddy being able to go to his peace and not be struggling. If he'd been at home, Daddy would have suffered. Being here, he had the most peaceful passing I've ever seen. Amazing, just knowing that somebody cared that much that they didn't want him to suffer in the end. Like, keeping him here was the best thing for him, and it really was. Seeing him pass in a peaceful, loving, beautiful surrounding, it made it more easy. It made it a lot more easier for us. And they made it easy for us. No, they didn't just check on Daddy. I had nurses and doctors phoning me in the weeks beforehand. Are you all right, Tina? I've never experienced that. And that in its own, caring about the family, not just the patient. That's not something you get in a hospital setting. That's special. That is beyond special. It really is. There are angels on this earth. Every single person that came in that door showed nothing but love for my dad and for us. There's no way we could have managed Daddy's health like that. If Daddy had been at home, it would have been horrendous for him, would have been horrendous for us. We just couldn't have managed. Without the hospice, I don't know what people in this area would do. It would be the most horrendous thing if this hospice ever disappeared. It would be. Honestly, as a family, I do not know what we could have done to make Daddy comfortable. Without them, things would have been so much harder. We don't even know where we could have turned to have got Daddy the care that he had here. Without it, it would have been a terrible death. It would have been terrible for the family, it would have been terrible for him. And these people just made everything perfect coming to the end. It made such a peaceful ending. And without them, I swear, I don't know what we could have done. There's nowhere else like this anywhere to get the care that he received here.